Hi, my name is Richard, and I will be 72 in in another month and a half.
Can you tell us about a specific moment in your life where you felt loved?
When I held my daughter for the first time, it was so unreal. I remember the nurses putting her in my arms, and someone said, "Don't you want to show her to your wife?" And I said, "Oh, her. I forgot about her. It was just me and my daughter."
Rich, think about the most difficult time in your life. Is there any advice that you'd give to someone going through something similar?
Looking at my two daughters, who were then roughly 4 and 2, and telling them that their grandfather had died, and wondering how we were going to survive without his sage wisdom that we got from time to time. And surprisingly, that difficult time led to an awakening also, because we did survive, and life does go on, and it continues to roll. So it was kind of like a difficult time, but an opening of a door for us also at the same time.
Rich, have you ever seen or experienced something that you would consider supernatural?
Every once in a while, I would levitate from my body at night. I would see my folks watching TV in the other room, and I could tell you what program they were watching. The body would go down the stairs. We lived on the second floor, out onto the street, onto Ashland Avenue, and I could tell you the next day what I saw, whether there was a wrapper there, a candy wrapper, and whatever it was.
Rich, they say it's the little things in life that matter the most. What are some of those little things in your life?
Being aware of what goes on around me, and trying to say and think that I may disagree with you, but can I try to look and see your point of view? Can I try to see where you're coming from? You know, so often I believe we go through our life with blinders on. Being a photographer, I like to refer to it as you'd go through life with a 200 millimeter telephoto lens versus going through life with a fisheye and seeing everything that's around you. I look at the obits a lot, not to try to be morbid, not to try to be whatever, but to be grateful, to look at people a hell of a lot younger than me that are no longer here and saying, I've got this moment, I've got today, I don't have yesterday, tomorrow I don't know if I'm gonna be here, so how am I going to live this moment?
What do you think we could do to reduce hatred and prejudice in this world?
Love and acceptance. You can't love and hate at the same time. Fear, kind of say, how can I manage my fear? I think a lot of hate is nothing more than fear. People afraid of the unknown.
If you could share some words of wisdom with every young person on the planet, what would you say to them?
Don't listen to your parents, because your parents are going to want you to take the safe place throughout life. And unless you risk, unless you follow your bliss, okay, life is not sometimes going to be what you want. Now there's a double-edged sword to that. You still have to have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food in your belly, okay? So you can't always, let's just say, follow what you want to do without taking those other things.
Within reason, right?
Within reason.
Rich, what do you want to be known for?
That I've made this world a little bit better place for being here. It's the thing that I've struggled with lately, of saying, what can I do to make this world a better place? Had that conversation with my middle daughter recently, who just got her doctorate in clinical psychology. And she says, Dad, I consider myself a good person. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You have already made this world a good place. Whoa.
Wow.
Coming from, you don't realize these things.
In your opinion, what is the meaning of this life?
I don't know what the meaning of the life is for anybody else, but I can tell you what it is for me. Making this world a little bit better place, of leaving a mark that makes it a better place for humanity even if that's not recorded in books or history that anyone else sees. The biggest thing is, you know, when I can do something, or a person can do something and no one else knows about it, and that
Then it really means something,
that
right?
means something. That
Yes.
means something.